July 14, 2025, 3 o'clock p.m. In attendance for today's meeting is the Honorable Joanne Cunningham, Chairwoman of the Albany County Legislature, Mike McLaughlin, Deputy County Executive, and myself, Albany County Clerk. And now entertain a motion to accept the minutes from the meeting of June 9th of 2025. Motion.
Oh, second, sorry.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstention? Motion is carried. Now to open up the... I'm sorry.
No. It's going to turn.
To open today's meeting, we're going to ask that the Contract Administration Board bundle the following contracts: 2980-25, 2981-25, 2982-25, 2983-25, 2984-25, 2985-25, 2986-25, 2987-25, 2988-25.
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstention? Motion's carried. Now, with us bundling these contracts, these contracts are for the Civic Center, the MVP Arena. They are for the rental of suites 18, 15, 11, 6, 5, 25, 16, 14, and 1 to the following agencies: Schenectady Hardware Electric, KeyBank National, Trustco Bank, Orthopedics New York, NFP Corp., Chicago Title, Unified Group of Companies, Ferlazzo, and Sobiec Strategies, BAC Sales, Graney and King, Janitronics, Manufacturers, Traders, and Trust Company, and that's it with the vendors that are involved. And the total cost for each one of those are $163,500. Mr. Dalton?
So I just want to point out that this is not a cost, this is going to be a revenue generator for the county. So these are payments that these suite holders will be making to the MVP Arena, and it'll be revenue of $163,500 over 3 years for each one of the suites. It's $54,500 per year that they pay for the rights to have the suite. These are all suite holders that have been in the building for a number of years, and they agreed to the increase from $51,000 a year to $54,500 for the 3-year period. And we asked to have these renewed as part of our renewal of all the suites. Currently, we're sitting at 100% renewal, even though we increased the suite fees.
Any other questions or comments? Entertain a motion.
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Motion's carried.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good luck with that. Thanks. Next on the agenda is the Sheriff's Office. The vendor is B&H Photo Electronics, Inc., and it's for unmanned aerial vehicles. The contract period is 6/23/25 to 9/30/25, and the estimated amount is $20,375.93. And I don't have is this 100% county funded?
We'll have the departments tell you.
Very good. Go ahead.
Megan Noonan from the Sheriff's Office. So this is fully funded by the state Department of Homeland Security grant. It's EMPG 23 is the grant name. So it's an emergency management grant.
These are drones.
Correct. There's a large drone and a medium drone. One is night thermal, one is not.
Where do you use these?
Search and rescue.
So they're specific. That was my question. They're specifically calibrated or built for your purposes.
Correct. Yes.
We have some needs, but I think maybe
Yeah.
search and rescue is outside of what our needs would be. So, thank you.
Let's hope so.
Yeah, right. Exactly. We lose data a lot. I'll make a motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstention? Yes. Next is Sheriff's Department again. Vendors Mangino Chevrolet. It's a purchase of a vehicle, and it's 6/23/25 to 6/22/26. It's $198,209.06. And I believe the rest are up to the Sheriff's Department.
Hi, Tina Harris with the Sheriff's Office. This is seven Chevy Equinoxes. They're going to be used in the civil and transportation unit. It's going to be 50% funded with county funds and 50% funded with asset forfeiture funding. We auctioned 17 vehicles, and we're looking to get back around $62,420 to offset that cost.
What was that amount? I'm sorry.
$62,420 is what we got, what we are getting back for auctioning off 17 vehicles, which will be used to offset this expense.
Do you guys use Auction International too?
I'm not really sure exactly
Just curious.
who they use, but yeah.
Any other questions?
Yeah, I have a question. So how often do we do this sort of, refresh?
With vehicles, it seems like we go through a lot of vehicles, but there is a lot of vehicles. So when you say refresh, meaning auction off
how-
vehicles?
Mileage?
the-
Certain mileage?
Yep, certain higher mileages, around 200,000. Vehicles that are no longer capable of running and cost more to fix is usually,
So that's kind of the standard
yeah. Yep.
Okay, entertain a motion.
motion?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstention? Motion's carried. Next is a correctional facility, Juwan Construction, Inc., pour and build foundation for prefabricated kennel. Estimated term is 7/1/25 through 6/30 of '26. The estimated amount is $132,350.82.
So this is concrete formwork, pour steel reinforcement for foundation, footing, wall, and slab. This is to get the location of the animal shelter to be put on. So it's 100% state funding through the New York State Animal Capital Fund Grant Program.
So what other, so this is just for the cement?
This is for the concrete pad.
So what other costs will be incurred to?
So previously, resolution was to purchase to actually purchase the building. That's Resolution 70 of 2025 for the backyard shed. So that is just being dropped on.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yep, so, and everything's already put into it, so.
So going forward, what additional costs will the county have to incur for
So,
additional things?
at this
or
time,
maintenance
none.
or-
You know, as far as the shed itself and the concrete pad and then the site and surveying, the grant covers all of that.
Okay.
What about associated with staffing, food?
Staffing is going to be through the Mohawk Humane Society. They'll staff it. And I'm sure they'll provide the food as well. I'll have to get back to you.
So our only costs are associated with the construction of the facility, so is basically what you're saying.
So, right, I mean, yes, we'll manage the electricity
Heating.
usage of it. and heating.
All right, so we got utilities. I mean, my biggest concern is just liability related to animals, just, it's not an attack on dogs, just to be clear, I like dogs, I say things are cool dogs. But.
It's cats too, right?
Right, that's true, right. You're right, it could be more than that, too. Okay. How many animals will it be able to hold?
I think 25,
It's a big shed.
yeah, it is quite large.
Entertain a motion.
Motion.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstention? Carried. Next, the correctional facility, Creighton Manning Engineering and Survey, professional engineering survey services for prefabricated kennel, 6/23/25 to 6/22/26 is the estimated term, and the estimated amount is $43,500.
So this also ties into the animal shelter. This is to provide the site design and layout, surveying, mapping of the project for the concrete work and foundation.
And the funding comes from where?
It's coming from the grant from the New York State Animal Capital Fund grant. It's 100% state funded.
Motion?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstention? Motion's carried. Thank you. Okay, so the next item on the agenda, the department has requested that this item be removed, and that's 669-25. So there'll be no action on that. So next on the agenda is 677-25. The vendor is CDW-G. It's a purchase view sonic monitors. The estimated term is 6/9/25 through 6/8/26. The estimated amount is $21,203.60.
This is to replace the monitors for the 911 system. The current monitors are at the end of the life. 40 monitors.
Funding?
Is 100% county funded.
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstention? Motion's carried. Thank you. Next is the 418-25. It's the Albany County Attorney, Arthur J. Gallagher Risk Management Services, provides service in connection with the county procurement of its medical malpractice, liability, casualty, and excess workers' compensation insurances. The estimated term is 6/125 through 6/126, and there's no dollar value on this.
Yes, hi. Jordan Uban, County Attorney's Office. Good afternoon. This is a completed request for contract authorization relative to our request to the Contract Administration Board for broker of record agreements of Arthur J. Gallagher Risk Management Services. This is the third renewal under the RFP with one additional one-year option to renew. So our broker of record provides services in connection with the county's procurement of our insurances, the medical malpractice, liability, casualty, and excess workers' compensation insurance. And they're responsible for representing the county with respect to all aspects of our liability of insurance coverage. So there's a variety of insurance coverage that we have, as we all are aware. So there are a broker of record.
Dollar value?
It's my understanding that there's no direct fee, it's commission-based, it's my understanding.
Any other comments or questions?
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstention? Motion's carried. Next on the agenda is 800-25, Public Works. Stilson Electric is the vendor. It's purchase and install of video detection traffic signals. The estimated term is 7/125 through 7/126. The estimated amount is $122,969.
Hi, yes, Lisa Raimondo from Albany County DPW. We're requesting this money to upgrade the signals along Albany Shaker Road. They currently are loop detectors that are within our pavement. Upgrading to video detection means that when we go to and repave our roadways, we won't be disturbing the detection system. So that's what the upgrade is for.
How far along Albany Shaker Road is that?
So it's 4 separate intersections. The airport's actually currently replacing the ones that they're responsible for, and we're doing this kind of alongside them doing theirs, so they can all be coordinated together. So we're responsible for British America Boulevard, Watervliet Shaker, Heritage Lane, and Airport Park Road.
Any other comments or questions?
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstained? Motion's carried. Thank you.
It's state funded, by the way.
100%.
Yep.
Thank you. Next on the agenda is contract 845-25, Public Works Administration, Carver Construction is the vendor. It's a concrete slab for a fitness court. The estimated term is 7/125 through 6/30/26. The estimated amount is $27,174.
Yep, so Carver was the low bidder at $27,174. This is for construction of a concrete pad that's going to accept an MVP fitness court. The county is paying for the concrete slab portion, and there's a partnership with MVP where they're going to pay for the rest of the amenities that will go on top of the slab.
And where's that located?
It's in Burntown Park.
Any other comments or questions? Entertain a motion.
Motion.
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Any abstention? Motion's carried. Next on the agenda is 850-25, the Public Works Administration, Stevenson Equipment, Inc. It's a purchase of Roscoe front mount broom, and the estimated term is 7/125 to 6/30/26, and an estimated cost of $97,899.
Yep, so this is an addition to our fleet. We currently only have one broom. We're going to add this one. This allows us to be more efficient so that when we're paving our roadways and doing the shoulder work alongside the roadways, we can do 2 roads at once rather than sharing the broom between 2 different subdivisions. The existing broom, that is.
Is there any joint agreement with the other towns and villages in Albany County that they can provide that also?
So to be honest, they actually usually ask to borrow ours.
Oh, okay.
So that's another thing. It gives us a little bit more flexibility when there's shared services involved. So we can spare one and continue on our
Answers
business.
my question.
Yeah.
Do we charge them when they use ours?
So that's a really good question. We generally don't charge them, but what we do is we document how many man-hour, we will actually run the piece of equipment. So we're providing a laborer, the piece of equipment, we document the man-hours and the equipment costs, and we keep it in a file. So down the road, if we ever need anything from another municipality, we have some documentation saying, hey, here's what we've given you. What can you help us out with?
I believe that also helps you out with the state too, when you're showing that you're doing shared services to get funding.
It definitely, yeah, it does. And to be honest, the state helps us out sometimes. We have a shared services agreement for up to $25,000 with the state. So like if we ever, say we need a sign or a barricade of some sort that, we need it immediately and we don't have it in stock, we can talk to the state and they'll provide it for us. And it's good.
One of the few benefits of the shared services initiative from the state when Governor Cuomo was announced is a lot of our processes became more formalized. We were already doing a lot of shared services, but it at least caused us to kind of make sure that things were documented.
Can I just ask a question off topic while we have you? Is that okay? So the tragic accident out in Westerlo, the county road, can you just, some initial discussion I had heard was that there was some like foliage brush that was obscuring the stop sign. Can you just kind of comment what DPW has done?
So, when we initially went out, I don't know if I'm supposed to talk with, on camera at this point.
I would go up to a no with that.
Yeah.
I would,
Maybe, yeah.
Where's our legal counsel?
Yeah, maybe better to have the meeting off.
I would offer it.
I would keep it off the record.
Okay. All right.
So I'll entertain a motion.
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstention? Motion is carried. Next on the agenda is 750-25, Shaker Place Rehabilitation and Nursing. Colette Mechanical is the vendor, and it's plumbing construction for the cafe project at Shaker Place. Estimated term is 6/20/25 through 6/19/27. This amount is $28,940.
Mark Olson from Shaker Place. So again, this is for the plumbing construction of our cafe project, which is part of our food service and distribution equipment project, which is in the 2026-2030 capital plan. There were two bidders on this project. Colette was the lowest responsible bidder at $25,900 and a 10% contingency. The agreement is for June 20th, 2025 through June 19th, 2027, although we expect completion of the project within a few months of it starting within this year. It is 100% county funded, and we'll also be seeking reimbursement from the state for the capital portion of the project. Difficult to really say how much reimbursement we may be getting because it's going to be a calculation based on the original renovation of that space in the 2020 project that was completed versus the additional cost of making it a cafe. So I would estimate that probably 50% of this project will be reimbursed by Medicaid, but that process takes many, many years.
So remind me, is that there's a cafe there, so this is expanding the footprint?
So we have a space that we call a cafe, but it's a dining room with tables.
Okay.
And then there is a vending machine area. That is the area that we're going to be converting to a full-service cafe.
Okay.
It's almost probably 1,000 square feet. And it's going to be a full-service cafe with salad bar, sandwich making, hot food, cold food, a hood with fryers and everything.
Okay, and then you still have the dining room.
So dining room, right, this will be the food service part of it, and the dining room will stay for generally staff for the meals.
So this is the plumbing for the new space?
Exactly.
Okay, thanks.
Motion?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Abstentions? Motion's carried. Next is 764-25, Shaker Place Rehabilitation and Nursing, Hewitt Young Electric Inc. LLC. It's for electrical construction for the cafe project at Shaker Place. Estimated term 6/20/25 through 6/19/27. The estimated amount is $88,000. Mark?
So again, same project. This is for the electrical work that needs to be done and for the construction of the cafe project. Again, this would be 100% county funded with potential reimbursement from the state through the Medicaid process.
Is there an average that we get reimbursement on this sort of thing?
If it is generally, a project that gets approved for Medicaid would be 100% reimbursed,
Okay.
although in the last couple of years, they've reduced that by 15%.
So we're 85.
85%, and again, with this space, they've already paid for some of the renovation, so it's going to be the delta of what they've already paid versus the new cost.
Potential big, beautiful bill impacts?
Sure.
Sure. Motion.
Can I ask
Sorry.
another question?
Yes, sorry.
So this is electric, this is almost 90, and then the plumbing is 28. So are there other costs that we're going to see at future caps related to the cafe construction?
Correct. Actually, the two other major components of the project already went through for an RLA.
Oh, okay.
That was the general contractor of $468,000 and the mechanical contractor of $300,000. So the total cost of the project is around $750,000 plus contingencies.
Okay, and that whole thing will be subject to the capital
Correct.
portion from Medicaid that we'll see in some future year.
Yeah, I mean, they won't even get to it for 2 or 3 years, and then it's
And if Medicaid
reimbursed.
survives, which it may not, so we also
Correct.
have that roll the dice. Thank you, PVP. Sorry.
Any other
Motion.
comments or questions?
Motion?
Second, sorry.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstention? Motion's carried. Next on the agenda is 769-25, Shaker Place Rehabilitation and Nursing, New York State Industries for the Disabled, Inc. is the vendor. Window cleaning at Shaker Place. Estimated term is 6/1/25 through 6/30/27. Estimated amount is $62,075.46. Mark?
Yes, the New York State Industries for the Disabled is a preferred New York State contractor. This is for cleaning all of the windows twice a year over the course of 2 years at Shaker Place. It's 100% county funded, and I believe they subcontract with Janitronics to do the actual cleaning of the windows.
Any other comments or questions? Entertain a motion.
Motion?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstention? Motion's carried. Next is 792-25, Shaker Place Rehabilitation and Nursing Center. The vendor is Alpine Refrigeration. It's for ice machine service, repair, and maintenance. Estimated term is 7/1/25 through 6/30/28, and it's $112,780.
Yes, this is for the maintenance, cleaning, and repair of our 17 ice machines in the building. It's a 3-year contract, would be 100% county funded. And again, they take care of the machines which have to be sanitized in a very specific way throughout this time.
Any other comments or questions?
No, motion?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstention? Motion's carried. Next on the agenda is contract 636-25, the Water Purification District. Nuvonia Holding Corporation is the vendor. It's the cleaning of the South Plant, Ash Lagoon. Estimated term is 7/15/25 through 12/31/25, and the estimated amount is $116,600.
Thank you. Angelo Gaudio with the Water Purification District. This is 100% county funded. We did receive 2 bids. Livonia was considered the lowest responsible bidder. And again, this is for the removal and disposal of incinerator ash at our South Plant.
Any other comments or questions? Entertain a motion.
So, wait a second, does this doesn't do anything about our favorite issue related to the smell? This is the other,
No, it's actually our South Plant, so it's the other direction.
okay.
No.
So any update on that issue that you?
We're progressing through the design right now. We did install the odor control system that I mentioned previously. We've got mixed results so far, so we are working with the vendor to relocate some of the injection points, see if that has any better impact. But we are currently working through it, but right now it's been limited success.
So mixed results, meaning hasn't really.
Hasn't been as
done a job?
effective as we were hoping it would
Okay.
be, so.
And have you checked with any of the community surrounding? Just
So yeah, we notified everybody prior to it going online. We have been getting complaints though, just because I think the warmer temperatures. We're also managing higher sludge volumes than we normally would because we did have some mechanical issues with our incinerator and our belt press. So that kind of in concert with the warmer temperatures has not proven to be very good for our odor condition issues.
So you're trying some new things, you said?
Yeah, so where they initially put the misters to inject chemical into the tanks was basically on the opposite end of where basically the passive vents are currently located, which is basically where the air is coming out of the tank. So we now are looking to relocate those to where the air is actually exiting the tank to essentially treat the airstream that's actually exiting the tank. We think what's happening is the hydrogen sulfide is basically consuming the chemical before it's actually impacting that airstream before it leaves. So we're looking to kind of relocate that, and hopefully we'll have some better results.
This is just a short-term solution, right?
This is just the short term until the larger project that's going through the permitting and the planning that Angelo mentioned is the ultimate solution.
Right, and
Yeah.
that's moving along?
Yeah, so we had
Finally moving along, yes.
Yeah, so I had a design meeting with our engineering team this morning, so they're progressing the design. We did allocate certain monies for a study for odor control solutions separately from just changing out the mixing system. So we will be kind of looking at that evaluation here shortly too, just because again, I do think there's higher sensitivity just because of proximity of residents to us that do seem to have a concern. Plus, I think there's some other apartments that are looking to possibly come into the area, so.
Okay, thanks. Motion?
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Abstention? Motion's carried. Next is 664-25, the Water Purification District, Fairfield Service Company of Indiana, LLC, and it's the purchase of chains and sprockets associated with the district's grit collectors, and it's 7/125 through 7/14 of 26 at an estimated value of $95,000.
Thank you. This is 100% county funded as well. We did receive 3 bids. Fairfield Services was the lowest responsible bidder. And again, this is for the purchase of replacement chains and sprockets for our grit removal system.
Anything else?
Motion.
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Any abstention? Motion's carried. 841-25, the Water Purification District, LND Technical Services, and its preventative maintenance of the North Plant electrical substations. The term is 7/15/25 through 12/31/25 at an estimated value of $70,000.
This is 100% county funded as well. L&D Technical Services was the sole bidder for this particular bid. We have worked with them in the past, but this would be for preventative maintenance to our high voltage systems. So this basically, they come in, they basically test our conductors, do oil tests on the transformers. So just to make sure everything's working, and if there's any deficiencies, they would identify that, generate a report, and then we would just, presumably take corrective action at that point.
Any other questions? Entertain motion.
Motion?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstention? Motion is carried. Next on the agenda is 704-25, Department of Health, and it's Certainty Analytical Labs, and it's for the testing of toys and/or children's products purchased by the Albany County Department of Health pursuant to Local Law 1-215 for the following accessible elements: antimony, arsenic, cadmium, lead, surface coating materials, lead, accessible substrate, and mercury. The term is 8/125 through 7/31/28. The estimated amount is $60,000.
Hi, Branson Moore, Department of Health. Yes, we're requesting to enter into a contract with Certainty Analytical Labs with a not to exceed amount of $60,000 for testing of children's toys and children's products related to the toxic toy law from 2015.
What percentage funded?
Oh, it's county funded, 100% county funded.
Any other questions?
So this is, how many toys can you test for $60,000?
Back on the RFP, we can do a bundle rate for $630 for all of the different chemicals that they test for. So 630 times, it's a little less than 100 products.
So, and how do we decide what toys to test?
The environmental team goes out and makes purchases at local retailers. Not sure how they pick those retailers or the items, but I can check with that team and get back to you.
So they're looking for something that where it originated or whatever?
There's also a referral system, correct? When somebody calls with suspicion, I believe that the team will follow up on those places, correct?
If somebody called with suspicion, yes, I'm sure that they would, but I'm unaware. I can check with the program team right now. I think the concern was originally were these coming from toys being manufactured in countries that might not have our regulations and then getting onto our shelves, and that's why the ledge passed that law in 2015 for the environmental team to go out and check them for these chemicals that are not good for people.
Anything we do for the health and safety of the kids is important to us.
I'm sorry.
Anything we can do for the health and safety of our children is important to us.
Oh, yes.
So if they test for these chemicals, they get pulled off the shelves?
Yes, if they are positive. I have asked if we found any toys that have these in them. We have not since I've been there, and I think it's only been on a couple of occasions that they have.
Thanks. Motion?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstention? Motion's carried. And the final item on the agenda is 708-25, it's the Unified Court System. The vendor is GP Flooring Solutions. It's to remove existing carpet, prep subflooring, and supply and install new Shaw Aware 18 inches by 36-inch carpet tiles. The estimated term is 7/15/25 through 7/14/26 at an estimated amount of $20,859.82.
Yes, Commissioner Latino for Department of General Services. A request is made by Unified Court System to change the carpet in Judge Reba's chambers. This falls in within the terms and conditions of the 686 agreement and contract that we have with the Unified Court System. This is 100% reversible.
100% what?
Reversible.
From OCA?
Yes. Under 686. It'll be in the recap that we do at the end of the year.
Any other questions or comments?
So they pay, the courts pay for this.
Yes.
It's state money. And we're involved because it's our building.
It's our building. We usually have a 5-year contract with the Unified Court System that we do. And what it does is it gives you a price of, let's say, I think this contract amount, I think is like close to $700,000 for that. It takes care of our maintenance portion of the cleaning. Whatever percentage that the courthouse is using, they reimburse us for. Special requests like this, they pay 100% on the recap on that.
Okay. But do your guys install it and all that?
No, this is done by GP Land. They'll be doing the installation. This is under the OGS contract.
Okay, thanks. Motion?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Abstention? Motion is carried.
Thank you.
And now I entertain a motion to close the contract initiation
Motion?
at 3:05. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstention? Motion is carried. Thank you, everybody.
Yeah.